had a lot of really little health recovery problems after the pregnancy. So
for me to be home and like you're like laying on the couch, I don't feel good. That's kind of normal.
all the time. You make it sound like it's
normal
all
enough
the time.
that I've forgotten it. Like this specific instance,
Okay.
I don't remember because it's like, okay, it's just another day. Becca's sick. I'm just gonna pick up the slack, I guess.
You know, there are times where I'm tired too, and I'm just like, I can't do it.
And that's why
I can't always do it.
Okay, sick and tired happens regularly.
Okay. Anyways.
You gotta stop crying
also,
wolf all the time so that I actually believe you.
Okay, now you're pushing it. By the way, my pants are right side out. For any of you OCDers out there from the last episode.
I don't think anybody was thinking about that. I can't even see your pants.
Well, my pants, I told you guys my pants were inside out in the last episode. Now you know they're right side out. So anyways, so then Michael fell asleep and I came out. I actually was sitting right here on this couch because I was like, I feel so sick. I'm just going to try to fall asleep. I'm just going to try. And I tried and I tried and I tried. And then finally I was like, I'm going to try and eat some food. Maybe that will make me feel better. So I ate a little tiny bit of food, tried a rib, and couldn't even eat it. And it did not taste good. Nothing tasted good because I was very, very nauseous. And then finally I was like, you know what? I'm going to force myself to throw up. Maybe I'll feel better.
Yeah.
So I forced myself. I shoved my finger down my throat and I threw up. And I was like, that's weird. It didn't make me feel any better because I thought for sure it was food poisoning. And then I took Pepto-Bismol. That didn't help. I drank some lemon ginger tea because I guess I've heard that helps with like nausea. I got it when I was pregnant. I never wanted to taste it. But I tried it and it didn't work. And then I kept trying to fall asleep and it wasn't working. And then I was like, I'm going to go lay on the floor in the bathroom. And it just like, it got so bad that my body would not relax. Like the pain was really bad and it was just getting worse. It wasn't getting any better, even though I tried all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So then eventually I was like, I think I need to wake up Michael. But before I wake up Michael, I'm going to look up my symptoms and I'm going to make sure that I know what I'm talking about. Because if I have to go to the hospital for this, I want to be able to prove, hey, this is what I'm feeling. So I looked it up and all of my symptoms were coinciding with appendicitis. And I was like, okay, that's like the worst possible thing it could possibly be. It really was like that's like the worst possible thing a stomachache could end up being.
True.
So it could be that, or it could be something else, but I don't want to die, you know? Anyway, so I was like, that's really interesting that all of my symptoms are for appendicitis. I think it's time to wake up Michael. It was 4 a.m, 4:30. And I was like, Michael,
and you hadn't slept at all.
I haven't slept at all. I cannot sleep. I'm in so much pain. And he's like, I think it's gas. Which there's a story behind that. It was like 5 years ago.
Yeah. 6.
5 or 6 years ago, Michael was really sick and he did not feel good. And
well, all the symptoms she was explaining to me that she was feeling, because I got up at 4:30 or whatever, and I came in and I looked and I was like, where does it hurt? How does it feel? Like I was going down the list and I was
after
like,
I had already gone down the list.
I know you had.
I know.
I have to double check. Sometimes you can be a little bit of a hypochondriac.
No.
A little bit of an exaggeration.
I think you are projecting right now.
Maybe.
Yes.
Regardless, I had to make sure that I did my due diligence.
Okay.
And all the descriptions of your symptoms was exactly the same symptoms that I had about 6 years ago one time. And I called my my half sister, who's older than me, and she's a doctor, and I explained my symptoms to her, and she said, because I thought it was appendicitis, because all the symptoms matched, and she told me on the phone, she's like, I think it's just, because she said push here, she's like, I think it's just gas, and sometimes that can be extremely painful. And I was like, okay. She's like, the way you'll know that it's appendicitis is if all of a sudden it stops hurting and you start getting a fever and chills and you start getting really sick, because that means that your body's getting
I had
an
no
infection.
fever, by the way, which
Because if all of a sudden the pain just stops and then you start getting a fever and really sick, that means that it's burst and there's an infection.